Since 2013, the Family Justice Center, a place in Clackamas County, has been helping individuals and families by providing support and safety planning for anyone experiencing family violence, sexual violence, stalking, or abuse against older adults and people with disabilities. We are proud to recognize the 5-year anniversary of the Family Justice Center and the wonderful professionals who work there. Also, in recognition of the need for more space for the Family Justice Center, we have identified an expanded location in our planned building in Red Soil's master plan to be located along the curve on Beaver Creek Road, opposite the entrance to Kane Road, which is something we've been talking about for a long time, at least 5 years. Anyway, I'd like to introduce our Clackamas County Sheriff Greg Roberts and Melissa Erlbaum from Clackamas Women's Services, who will share more information about the Family Justice Center and a safe place. Thank you for joining us today.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Craig Roberts, Sheriff with Clackamas County, and it's an honor to be here today. And Melissa and I are arguing about who gets to go first. I was trying to get her to go first, and she said, no, you go first. So I'm going to go ahead and start talking about the wonderful work at the Family Justice Center. And again, thank all of you for your support for the Family Justice Center. There's just a number of countless partners, and I'd just like to briefly cover some of those partners that we have there, because it really is about all of us working together to make a difference. And I can tell you that without a doubt, it has saved a number of lives having the Family Justice Center. Most recently, one not that long ago, and I can't go into the details of it, but had the actions of the Family Justice Center and that team not been there, we unfortunately would have suffered a tragedy as a result of it. So it is truly life-saving work. It is about all the individuals coming together to make that difference. So we have the Clackamas County District Attorney Victims Assistance Office is an amazing partner. The DA's office, the Vulnerable Adult Unit, the Clackamas County Health, Housing, and Human Services. Obviously our office, Clackamas Women's Services, are an amazing partner. Department of Human Services, Aging and People with Disabilities, Department of Human Services, Self-Sufficiency, Legal Aid Services of Oregon, the Portland Region Office, Victim Rights Law Center, just to mention a few of the partners. I want to just highlight some of the amazing work over the last 5 years. There's over 4,000 residents have been served by a safe place. There's been over 20,200 visits for service at the Family Justice Center. What's really amazing is they have actually had over 1,400 protective orders remotely applied for through our video court program. And over $3 million in state and federal grant funds have come through the Family Justice Center as partners benefiting clients of a safe place. Another amazing program, which I know many of you are aware of, is Camp Hope, and it is amazing to see all the staff that are at the Family Justice Center participating in Camp Hope and really changing the generations to come for those who have experienced family violence. An amazing group that always touches my heart is actually the Survivors Committee called Voices, and the courageous women that have the ability to tell their story. I know we have them here. I just want to say my heartfelt thanks for the courage to tell their stories, which helps other women and other individuals getting out of this situation. One of the great things happening at the Family Justice Center also is the high-risk response team. It was formed in 2014. It's a multidisciplinary team at the Family Justice Center, partners working together to prevent domestic violence homicides and reassaults through increasing both offender accountability and victim safety and really closing the gaps in the system. They've had over 120 cases. We receive on that about 24 cases a year with domestic violence victims who are extreme risk for lethality and have been staffed and come up with a plan to increase providing wraparound services and safety for those survivors. Also, the lethality assessment program was implemented to all law enforcement agencies in Clackamas County. There's also been an amazing legislative advocacy group which has helped pass Oregon's enhanced felony strangulation law. And again, Melissa Erlbaum has just been amazing and at really rallying a tremendous amount of support in her leadership and helping pass that law, which again will save countless lives. And other things occurring at the Family Justice Center is providing support to neighboring counties on creating family justice centers in their community. And I know that Melissa and our staff has worked really hard to help Washington County, who's also been moving in this direction, and as well as Marion County. A number of other services that I could go on, from mental health counseling, expanded services for children and youth, but it really comes down to the compassion and caring that the staff have at the Family Justice Center for those who are oftentimes going through one of the most traumatic incidents in their entire life, and to see the wraparound services of everybody coming together with the sole mission of making sure that we're providing services is absolutely amazing. So I could not be more proud of the staff at the Family Justice Center, who are really the frontline individuals keeping women and children safe in our community. So thank you.
Chair Bernard and members of the Commission, thank you for the opportunity to provide these remarks. A safe place is a collaboration and a community. Collaboration is a powerful tool. It provides us with the opportunity to amplify our strengths, an opportunity to create collective and lasting change, and to accomplish more than any one piece alone. Collaboration is also messy and challenging and can even be exhausting at times. Collaboration is about believing in the best of intentions, even during disappointment and conflict. It's rarely about being right and almost never about winning. It's about showing up every single day. Collaboration calls on us not just to find ways to work together, but to challenge ourselves to be our best selves and to work for a good that is greater than our own. Collaboration is a mechanism by which we hold space, and community is that space. It is a space where healing and hope and growth and change occurs. Thank you to the individuals and families who bravely share their experiences with us, who trust us with their story, who trust us in their vulnerable moments, and share with us their resiliency and strength. Thank you. You are the voice and the foundation of our work. Thank you to the Army of Volunteers who share our story out in the community and create connections, serving as ambassadors for our cause. Thank you to the givers, the donors, the board members, the supporters who give their time, their resources, and talents. Thank you to the fundraisers who work tirelessly to write the next grant, ask the supporter for that gift, build private and public partnerships to create investments, and host events for us to celebrate. Thank you to the change makers who hold the long view and strategically bring us incremental, lasting change. Thank you to the civic community leaders and elected officials who use their platform to support this work. Thank you to the community partners who pick up the phone when we call and show up over and over again. And last, but certainly not least, thank you to a network of professionals across all of our systems who show up day in and day out, who stretch to be their best selves, who hold offenders accountable and fight for justice, who greet our visitors, who hold space for the day-to-day work of providing services while also participating in a larger movement, who give the community the tools for prevention and social change, who run towards the crisis and towards the emergency, who respond to that emergency call, and who stay back to pick up the pieces, who do the paperwork and pay the bills, who give witness, and who stay in the arena. A safe place is a community. We strive to create a community that pierces through the isolation of domestic and sexual violence. Thank you.
Thank you, and I think more importantly than everyone else, the two people sitting up here brought this idea to us over 5 years ago, probably 7, and it happened because of your salesmanship and the visits we made up. Was that in Idaho or yeah, in Idaho? You know, it really sold us all. And you know, every life saved. You know, the best investment we can make is in the children and families in situations like this, because you can save a child and save a family. if you get in there early enough. And our biggest problem is that not enough people know about it. And maybe, Dawn, before you leave, you can maybe start the process to put a sign up there that says future home of the Family Justice Center. If Oregon City is open to it, we should start the process because it's a great way to start. And I've always thought that is great work that Clackamas Women's Services and the investments you've made. It's time that the county provide more access to shelter and childcare and all those things. And there's a great opportunity to do that now while we're in the master planning process. It's also a great opportunity to focus fundraising on the future home. I'm going to see first if Sonia has anything to say because she's on the phone and doesn't have a light. Sonia?
I want to just kind of build on what Jim said. As both of you were speaking, I was reflecting back on where we've been, where we came from, at least from my point of experience. And that was, I remember in 2010, actually, going to CWS, downtown Oregon City, and the offices there. And coming on the commission, Craig handing me a little pamphlet brochure about the Family Justice Center model and introducing the concept. And then, of course, we got the Family Justice Center underway. Melissa, your help, collaboration with so many people to make this happen. And so we got that model going, knowing we would outgrow it someday, that it was just a short-lived opportunity. And then the tremendous effort and the collaboration to build or rebuild the shelter, the women's shelter. So I think it's something that collaboration is the key word, and you use that, Melissa, in your comments, and all the people that helped contribute to that cause, members of the board that are in the audience. You know, that we have a lot to be proud of, and I just appreciate a lot of people, efforts in the room here today who are not in the room who are also part of this, and those who, again, the Home Builders Foundation for the work they did, and those that helped contribute to the effort of that and this facility outside across the street. I can literally say right over there to my left is that future home. So it's very exciting times, and I think we all in this room have a lot to be proud of. So thank you all.
There's two important steps in government in general and NGOs, et cetera. And one of those things, of course, is on a daily basis, it's our obligation to keep the trains running and provide the general services that people have become used to and that they pay their taxes for. But there's another thing that we should always be thinking about, and that is how do you move the needle that makes people's lives better? And I think that if you can't answer that question, you shouldn't even be sitting at this dais. What you have done has made people's lives better. You have changed people's lives. You have saved people's lives. And that is what we always should try to be thinking about. And I really appreciate everything that you've done. And I think there's some 4,000 people out there that appreciate everything you've done. So thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you again. And I so support the work that we're doing here in Clackamas County and just really applaud everyone, the whole community, as Melissa stated, that makes this work for some of our most vulnerable families. And especially at this time at the holidays, families are so very important, really the foundation of our whole structure in our society, and we must continue to invest in our families. So those were just some of my thoughts as I was watching the presentation today. So thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to just take a moment and thank the entire board for the commitment and dedication to having a site identified for us. It is really huge where we could begin the fundraising and generate the funds needed to really have a future Family Justice Center. This is a huge step for all of us, and I want to really extend my thanks to the entire board. And also, I just want to turn around and recognize really CWS's board. We have some board members here that have really worked diligently to help kind of move many things forward in supporting a safe place. And just lastly, it is about the frontline staff touching the lives of each person every day. So my thanks to all of you for the amazing work you do, and can't support you enough in your efforts, so thanks.
Right, so I have a little plaque, which we'd like to present, and it's Family Justice Center, a safe place, in recognition of 5 years of outstanding service to Clackamas County citizens. Our sincere appreciation, December 13, 2018, Clackamas County Board of Commissioners, and you know who we all are. So why don't we come up and take a picture?
Can all just kind of.
So, we'll do a couple here on 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you.